In 2013, Toyota faced an intriguing opportunity, the revival of one of their most beloved sports car icons, the MR2. After much contemplation, the decision was made with a clear vision in mind: to create the most affordable mid-engine sports car in the market and reintroduce the unique thrill of convertibles into their lineup. The following is an alternative history where imagination takes the wheel and we explore what could have been. If this story tickles your fancy, please consider following and subscribing to see more. The motivation for this ambitious undertaking arose from the increasing demand for updated versions of Toyota's iconic sports cars, including the recently released Toyota 86 and the highly anticipated return of the legendary Supra. To ensure the modern MR2's success, Toyota's product and engineering teams were given the same marching orders that the new Supra project would have: to cut development costs by collaborating with partners. Given that the MR2 was historically a mid-engined, rear-wheel drive architecture, one would have thought that the partnership opportunities for its resurrection were few and far between. However, Toyota had the perfect candidate in mind already: the first-generation Lotus Evora platform. Toyota had already collaborated with Lotus in the launch of their 2009 Evora by supplying its 3.5-litre V6 engine. The foundations were already in place for a deal to be struck on the underlying platform, which Toyota licensed for the MR2's development. The Lotus Evora platform had a well-engineered mid-engine layout, which was crucial to maintaining the MR2's hallmark driving characteristics. However, Toyota's engineers didn't merely replicate the platform. They made substantial adjustments to suit the MR2's unique personality. Under the hood of the MR2, Toyota placed an early prototype of their upcoming 1.6-litre G16 turbo engine, a three-cylinder unit destined for use in the upcoming GR Yaris. Tuned to deliver an impressive 260 horsepower, it promised to retain the peaky power delivery of the previous generation, which sported a four-cylinder turbocharged 3S GTE engine. However, the MR2's engine was not just about raw power. The brief was to boast strong performance without running into fuel efficiency challenges, while reducing weight at the rear of the vehicle to allow for better balance and a stronger power-to-weight ratio. In fact, due to the lower net weight of the MR2 compared to the V6-powered Evora, Toyota revised the entire suspension system, including adjusted spring rates and damping profiles. In addition, Toyota reinforced the chassis to allow for its convertible rooftop, ensuring rigidity with the top down at high speed. Inside the cabin, driver-centric ergonomics prevailed, immersing the driver in a cockpit designed for simplicity. It was here where the MR2 suffered compared to their competition at the time, borrowing low-cost parts from the 86 and Evora to fit. Finally, in 2016, the Toyota MR2 was unveiled at the Tokyo Motor Show, with sales commencing shortly after. Critics and enthusiasts alike gathered to witness the resurrection of this legendary sports car, and initial reactions were positive. Visually, the MR2 borrowed from design language first seen in the Supra concept, especially on the front end, but also pointed to yet unseen designs for the brand new 86 set to launch several years later. On the road, the MR2 did not disappoint. Its dynamic handling and mid-engine layout provided a unique connection between the driver and the tarmac, evoking the essence of the original MR2 that had won hearts decades ago. As the first reviews poured in, the MR2 received praise for its exceptional weight distribution and was particularly commended for its more predictable handling characteristics at the edge, where the previous generation was prone to snap oversteer. Many also enjoyed the unique sound of the three-cylinder, giving it a distinct feel compared to the saturated 2.0-litre four-cylinder market at the time. However, several journalists complained that the small displacement engine paired with a large turbo resulted in a lack of torque lower in the rev range, which impacted daily driving. Compared to the competition, the MR2 faced off against formidable rivals, including the Audi A5 BMW 428i convertibles respectively. While the MR2 might have lacked the interior sophistication, advanced driver assistance technology and rear seats found in its competitors, it more than made up for it with its driving feel. Although all three vehicles had a similar power output, the MR2's smaller size and reduced weight allowed it to outpace both the Audi and BMW in the quarter-mile sprint, completing it in an impressive 13.6 seconds compared to their 13.9 seconds. Enthusiasts and driving purists embraced the MR2 wholeheartedly. With its open-top design, the MR2 captured the essence of freedom, paired with mid-engine exhilaration, harkening back to the golden age of driver-focused sports cars. What do you think would have happened if Toyota launched a new MR2 back in 2016? Let us know in the comments, and please consider subscribing to Past Gear to see the next story unfold. Cheerio!